So it's all about when they use their abilities, not how, when.
Yep, I'm not even questioning if Benny doesn't pick up a Purify. I expect them to go Flicker and still play the same way. They understand their box and they're not afraid to use it. And how about here we go again, right? Like, yeah, the battle spells didn't change much. Benny is still rocking that Flicker.
Still 4 flickers. They don't care about Purifies.
Gotta play for the greed, gotta play for the greed.
This is how we do in Myanmar.
We just flicker in, bro.
We just flicker in and gotta show them what we're made of. Let's get right into it.
See, there you go. This is the EVOS I know.
Yeah, wait, I don't know. I don't see Dreams on the bottom side of the map. He's just chilling. He's just chilling for now. Brands, he's gonna have that. Wait, they also get Hujime here. Fenix actually made the move to the top side. Huh.
Wait, it seems like... No, they understand that. That's a lot of movement down bottom. This allows for the XP lane to breathe much easier compared to game 1.
Yeah, and it's already a little bit different here, right? I mean, Lethal Wanderer went to EVOS Legends, so now with more control over the jungle, Fan's gonna have a lot more to say on the Fredrin, even maybe building up to a lead that Taz had for the entire game of Game 1.
Interesting. So now we're trying to figure out a way for either one of these teams to start getting that early lead, right? We're looking for that first POI, that first turtle to actually spawn, because that's when we're going to see those level 4s being hit. And hopefully Hujime, yeah, he should be okay. All right, thank God he's all right.
It's about 30 seconds from now, and yeah, no, Fan is just used to, as a Fredrin, bullying Akais, but it's the wrong kind of Akai. It's a roaming Akai. Yeah, no, they're playing for the XP lane, as you can see. But something to note, I'm not so used to seeing XP lane Mincitars. There are roam Mincitars from MPLSG, a little bit in MY. But gold lane Mincitars, what happened in the Philippines. So this is something new. I'm excited to see what Royal Milk can do.
No, I've actually played with a few XP Mincitars, and it's actually pretty good because your damage is very underrated, and a lot of people don't actually take into account that damage with the King's Calling, and especially with the built-in stun in the second skill. Black Dragon form now by Psychon, so really an onward as well for Dreams. He still have the heavy spin right now with the Petrify locked in. Feiyan will still be able to dash out, and Hujime, who picks up the turtle. That's the heavy spin, locking him down. Breath of the Ocean as well. Jax is trying to run them down, but it's now just a 1-for-0, making it 2-for-0, as EVOS also claimed the turtle.
Look at the trigger control. Royal Milk could have flickered in, confirmed the killer too. But he knows maybe he doesn't have the damage just yet, and Fenix just takes the L.
Exactly. See, now they're adjusting to each other, right? This is, again, when you are playing composition after game number 1 going for so long, you're trying to stop yourself from remembering a couple of behaviors that have been conditioned by your opponents. You got to reset once again. Royal Milk definitely had an opportunity, and he could have preemptively dropped the King's Calling. But again, when we look at EVOS, and especially when we're looking at Psychots, once he's in that Black Dragon form, the damage technically is already done. You don't know when he's going to stop.
So yeah, even as winners, even Fenix know that they had to reset too. Not only losers have to reset in a series. So that's definitely something that you can say, despite for them being young on the global scale, the Burmese Fenix Esports has quite the medal.
I just wanted to confirm something. Mirko, when you were talking about the EXP Mincitar, this is Golden Staff build, am I correct? Or corrosion type Golden Staff?
Or like hybrid fighters?
Hybrid. So you do go for the corrosion side, but you don't go for full damage. You still need that tankiness in you, that sustainability, especially towards the late game when you're up against these marksmen who outrange you. But in this case, yeah, same. I don't think they want to go full damage, even though Brands is pretty easily caught by the King's Calling, because that heavy spin does answer the King's Calling.
All right, so that's great. That's great that we have some confirmation on that one, because again, I've seen many different variations of the Mincitar, especially during the Snapdragon series for sure, but come back into this one, right? No team has found that momentum just yet. Not a very big conversion coming in from EVOS, unfortunately. And now, next POI going to be fought for. Dreams is going to get on out of here. 10 more seconds until the turtle spawns.
XP advantage for EVOS across the board. So again, that allows for them to clear much faster, rotate much faster, and make it to these major objectives sooner. Yeah, you see Feiyan is on board, but wait, oh,
wow, Jax is able to escape with the flicker there. Now retreat battle, it's gonna be one out by Taz this time. With 11 advantage, Feiyan was not able to secure it, but now the King's Calling comes through. Brands is still able to escape from it with the battle mirror image. Dreams steps out, and EVOS Legends have been clean into these neutral objectives.
Yeah, very clean indeed. At least they're moving together. They have the same objective. When they disengage, they completely disengage. I'm slowing down. Hopefully they don't die right as I finish my words. But yes, they're finally out of there.
That and EVOS not only walked away with a major objective, but they burned a lot of battle spells and ults from Fenix. So they got away with it. They got clean. No one died. They didn't trade for anybody. DHS already here on Brands. And looking at where Benny is currently, still nothing. So this is the phase wherein as a Beatrix, you just hunker down.
You're hoping for the best, right? You're hoping that you can start sieging down as soon as possible. But again, this is the same movement that we saw from last game, right? EVOS quickly turning it around, knowing that the turtle's going to spawn on the bottom side. They want to make sure that Cyclops has the most impact because right now, Rance, he's basically just farming gold.
And so far, I think, yeah, we are on the course for that XP lane Mincetar. He's building up to the corrosion side, and then he has a pair of pants.
Yep.
It's just the way you word it, right? It sounds really funny for Mincetar especially here, but again,
Royal pants then.
Royal pants.
There you go.
Benny already hit his power spike technically. That's the BOD, and they're utilizing it instantly right now. Hijime jumping in with a Petrify.
Oh!
Dex unable to cancel it. Bach will fall. It's great. Wait, Hijime's still alive for a bit. Benny gets the kill. 1 for 1. I think it's worth it for Benny right now, but Taz will have something to say about it now. Snipe out, heavy spin. Now walking Jax down, bringing him back. Cyclops going to jump in with a Furious Dive, and that should just be Jax falling. But it's only on to Taz's pockets, the utility jungler.
Honestly, that's actually not bad. I really thought that initially when they traded 1 for 1, it's not really worth it for either side. Both ultimates are especially powerful. Maybe a little bit more for the real-world manipulation, but at the end of the day, we didn't see Cyclops use that Black Dragon form. So it's great to see that the heavy spin was utilized instead just to control this neutral objective.
Yeah, little wins with little...
with major returns.
With major returns because those add up. You push the advantage, and now look at this. Turtle take.
Black Dragon for him, as usual. Cyclops the enabler now, making the plays happen as the King's Calling locks them down, but Taz is still able to secure it with Phantom Execution from the back, getting into the turtle pit as Cyclops is able to escape with the Furious Dive. Is acting as the distraction right now. Spayan still wants to go through. Appraiser's Wrath locking the Panda down. That's why they're starting to go extinct.
Unfortunate
Pandas are cute.
Pandas are cute.
They are also endangered, funny enough.
Yeah.
All right, so what I saw there was maybe an overload or a misplacement of the ults. I think you overload the turtle pit by putting both RWM and King's Calling.
Yeah,
this is a new age Squid Game.
It's that's a great way of putting it because again, you walk anywhere, you're in some deep trouble. Man, it is interesting to see how you position this. Does he get one shot?
Oh,
he
Petri.
does!
Beautiful combo there. Just like the lay as well, and that Petrify waiting for the right moment to get it with the rough waves, and now they have complete control in the bottom lane. We'll be able to take this tier 1 for free. If Fayan walks up...
Wait, okay, the response from the top side doesn't get as much value as we're hoping to see here, but at the end of the day, it is Brance. He is playing on this Claude, so he shouldn't get punished, especially if he has his BMI up.
We have yet to see Royal Milk's Mincetar pay off, and again, there was a little blurb there. Last time he was picked on a global, in an international tournament, held by Muton. Yes, was M2. You were there.
Yeah, it was not that great. I'm not gonna lie. He
was on the way out.
He was on the way out. He wasn't a very good hero at that point of time, but the idea is definitely there. Everybody, when you think of Mincetar, you think of the King's Calling and nothing else.
He was literally just there to babysit Harris.
Yeah.
Harris was running roughshod. He was unsupervised. He needed a babysitter. Mincetar.
He needed to put a tax on it. Oh. 13 more seconds until the next objective is going to start coming back up. I'm looking at the alts. I'm seeing everybody's got, majority of them have their battle spells. In this fight, it's going to be pretty much all or nothing here because both sides have not been able to develop any sort of lead after 8 minutes into the game. Only 6 kills overall.
This is super tight compared to game 1. I'm wondering why that is, despite both of them iterating to some level. They just changed one hero.
I think a lot of it comes down to the layering of abilities, right? Because you can get so much impact from one ult, but how do you maximize 2?
Hijime, nice. Oh, that's a double Petrify, but Royal Milk is still able to escape right now. Benny able to flicker out a heavy spin as well. That's a 2-man Earth Shatter to the back. Cyclops will fall. He brings Rat Dodge away, but Benny will snipe Taz down from downtown. Feiyan doesn't have the retribution though, so it is still possible for EVOS Legends to look for a cheeky little steal. Brand's clearing out that mid wave, trying to make this happen for the team. That's the onward, locking them down. Brand's gonna be able to use the Blaze in the Wind as he pops into Purify to lock them down. But now they don't have enough damage. Royal Milk finds Brand, stuns him up. Benny takes him out, and Fenix don't need the retribution.
And finally, we see Fenix getting a conversion here. They crack open Lord, and now everything is theirs. That purple buff absolutely gone. Going over to Feiyan, and the rest of the team will start to sweep over.
How? Cries in Bahasa. That was amazing for EVOS Legends. It started out great with Hijume trying to catch them, but Royal Milk flickered on out. And yeah, look, even Dreams found that amazing pull. A hold on to Mok, but they all got away. They were all so close to dying.
It's all Jax, man. You really, like, in the highlights, in the heat of the moment, you're like, all right, it's Benny. It's all these damage dealers making the play, but you see the highlights and you're seeing Jax just zoning all of the Prio members.
The worst part is that initially I was thinking that the RWM was doing the damage, but then Dreams with that heavy spin was CCing here, making sure that he can't tap for anything.
No tap, no swipe. Wait.
He just died there.
EVOS is clapping back. I think Feiyan may have been off position there. They didn't call him.
I think it's one of those moments where you're going autopilot and EVOS is like trying to look for something to get back to even out that score, because it's 5-5 right now, and Gold League developed by EVOS dropped straight down to basically nothing.
Yep. So now, again, a subversion of expectations, right? Usually you're afraid of the core heroes. Usually you're afraid of Benny. Usually you're afraid of Mok. But look, here, again, as mentioned, it's Jax, but also I'd say your Royal Milk. They're afraid of when the King's Calling might come out, and it came out at the last minute, much like those last minute Black Dragon forms. That hook plus King's Calling, Brands wasn't expecting it.
He was waiting for the right moment. He was waiting for that Purify to be popped. He was just bobbing and weaving, just waiting. Okay, a little bit of there, a little bit of here, a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and he jumps in with the King's Calling, and yeah, Brands was just simply not ready for that. He thought it was used up.
Yep.
I don't blame him. I don't blame it at all. If Game 1 was supposed to be a battle of fists, just to learn your moves, learn to land those combinations, this is a game of rhythm. It's all about making sure that you time it just right, just perfect. You don't want to get a okay score, you need a perfect score.
And despite the reset, right? Oh wait, Jax finds one!
Beautiful Breath of the Ocean though. Stop that from happening. Feiyan wants to steal, look for it. Royal Milk is walking up now. No information just yet as to where the other members are, and Fenix will not take that risk to open up that bush.
Yeah, they didn't know Dreams and Psychots were there. That could have been dangerous. That could have been lethal.
Very good call.
At least 2 for none.
Yeah, at least, you know, both sides are disciplined. They understand that even if they do get a fight, what are they really going to get out of it? The objective hasn't even spawned. Pretty much, even if they do, maybe just a mid-tier one, and even then, that doesn't really change the state of the game.
Oh, man, looking at this now in hindsight, about 12 minutes, 30 seconds in, despite it being relatively different, numbers-wise from Game 1, the dynamics both teams have brought in, again, given the fact that they've only changed 1 hero each, are very similar. EVOS is so all in. Like, they will find you, hit the full combo with the burst and the petrify, and then go from there. And then Brands will maybe late initiation, just blazing the wet around, sure. Fenix has an amazing box, and also amazing potential for re-engage. That's what's scary. So you really can't count out either approach.
It's, man, they need to, I think, especially for EVOS, right, their engagements have been a little leaner. It's to be expected, right? It's the same person every single time. We haven't seen them change it up to kind of throw Fenix off balance to make maybe a unnecessary call.
Wait,
he's getting a pretty good push now, bot side.
Very good push. No one's recalling now.
Oh, this is,
He's gonna force it?
Jax with the flicker already. Now it's gonna be Dreams who finds Feiyan. Now zoning him out. It's gonna be Taz who finds it. Benny's dove in. Psychots finds the kill. And guess what? All the while, Royal Milk was actually baited out. Now Brands jumps in onto Mok. Still able to be kited away, but Taz again is able to find Jax.
Hey, yo.
And this might just be it. 4,000 gold. Whoa. He dodges away from it. Now Feiyan is actually isolated from the team. He's gonna get chased down by the Panda. And Claude.
They're just messing with him. He can't get back to base.
Delaying the inevitable. Run, Feiyan, run!
They're staggering the death timers. This is going to be really good. Look at the way they're just taking their time. The stagger is going to be really massive. They're not, well, Fenix are not going to have their frontliner, and Psychots picks up the kill right as Benny and Jax spawn. Beautiful stagger.
Ooh.
Eventually, I think the math checks out. That was worth it.
Yeah, it was extremely worth it. He's not going to be back for 30 seconds, and these inhibitors are under threat.
All right, so in the wake of this defense, I'd like to say, wait, Dreams!
Oh, he falls Mock there! Royal Milk jumps in with the King's Calling. Mock is gonna fall. Taz jumping back and forth. He gets the kill. He does not die. Dreams buys the immortality in the back line. Hazuman is able to find the rough way. Psychots! Benny has been slain. Psychots is running wild in the back. And Jex will certainly fall. The Primal Wrath does not help him. And EVOS Legends, they crawl back and they equalize in game number 2.
You have to admit, that was a beautiful game coming up from